Hey guys, it's MeAdmiralStatks back with another Enlisted video. Now we have been living in 2025 now for a few days, and all of the dust from 2024 have settled. And today we're gonna roll back the roadmap for Enlisted, which I think was like June, July, something like that, 2024 roadmap laid out for Enlisted, and we'll see what did Enlisted actually nailed from the roadmap and what was left out and what is something that we can look forward to potentially in 2025. I've got a nice little picture of the roadmap right here, and first things first, I mean, there's no other way for it. Big thanks to Major McDonald's. If you don't know who he is, you probably know who he is. Yeah, he's been one of the cornerstones of pushing the roadmap, at least for 2024, and a lot of things he's done for the community, and a lot of the good updates that have come to the game recently are at least partially down to him. So very good job to that. And let's start getting through. So the first section up here, well, actually the whole left side here says almost completed. And the first section is Steam, free release on Steam. So we did fail the first Steam release. It was all shenanigans, drama, and then the second one went through, and as far as I'm aware, everyone's kind of happy, apart from like the account linking and going from console to PC and whatnot. There's like shenanigans with that, but free release, it's on the Steam. You can go to Steam, download it, play it, have fun. Now the next point here is improvement to account linking system. Again, that's something that I have not personally had any experience, so if you have, please share your comments down below. If you don't have anything to share, just, I don't know, leave your favorite emoji for the algorithm. That will help. But yeah, I haven't had any account linking system improvement testing on my behalf, so you're gonna have to ask a friend on that one. Next section here is UI improvements, in-game tutorial for the UI and better descriptions for game mechanics. Now, I don't know if this in-game tutorial for UI is something that goes along with, if you're like a new player, you log in and then there's it just shows around what's the battle tab, upgrade, shop research, I don't know. I've not seen it. If you're a new player, recently started playing the Enlisted, please let me know down in the comments again. Personally, for myself, I don't think I've seen any tutorials. Now, explanations and descriptions for different kinds of game mechanics, absolutely. Like wherever you go with your mouse, there is going to be some sort of explanation for your squad. It says each squad has maximum limit of numbers and whatever players. It says what's in the squad. If you go up here, it says the maximum is 5, current count 5. If you go up here, it tells you again. If you go up here, it gives you class abilities. If you, I don't know, if you go wherever, if you go to weaponry, it's gonna explain you what is an axe and what is it used for and what do you do with this thing and how is a TNT charge, what do you do with this. You can detonate from a distance, and all of the little perk improvements. You don't actually have to go in here to check perks. There's a little button here, you can see them. If you don't know what they are, just go on with the mouse and it's gonna tell you everything about them. So I think for most of the things, wherever you go with the mouse, it's gonna explain you what it is. Especially going on top here, not only it talks about battle ratings, but you can check different nation battle ratings currently. This is 5552 without actually clicking, which I actually discovered today. So that is something totally new for me. So there are a lot of pop-up descriptions of various things in the game. So if you just carefully read through things, you might understand a little bit more of the game. Next section here is vehicle and soldier balance. New engineer built AT guns for a high BR and new soldier class. New soldier class is just a coincidence that we are sitting on it right here. I think it's the guerrillas. I know there's some changes for the riders class, but we had it before, and I am pretty sure APCs we received before the roadmap was dropped. So yeah, the brand new class for this year would be the guerrilla squads. Yeah, and there we have the one that is from the Tech 3. So that's again check. Now the new ATs. I'm gonna have to grab a quick engineer somewhere. I'm gonna be honest, for the new anti-tank guns for high BRs, whichever squad I tried, whichever top tier squad I actually tried, even if it's like a top tier event squad in practice, I just couldn't get to build the best and the biggest AT cannon. But I know they're in the game, so that was in the roadmap. That is in the game. I've seen them in the game. People use them. So they are definitely here. So that's, again, check mark. Let's see what is the next section. We have silver and research points. And the first one is converting excess research points into silver. And that was a big gaggle. We had a video on this because originally the idea was that it would be like a forced feature. If you could only hold like 25,000 free XP or whatever, and everything else that goes over it would automatically convert to silver, which I personally didn't like. I like to save up a nice stack, and whenever a new update drops, you can just chick, unlock everything straight away. Accelerated research, play them straight away, and everyone's happy. So we did have a video on this topic, and we actually managed to turn this decision around, and as you can see, we are still holding our free experiences. Oh yikes, 3 million. I should play my Japanese faction a little bit more, but 500k is fine for like 3 levels. If they bring something new, 3-4 levels, I can still get it. So that is very nice. On top of that, the exchange rate is terrible. If we check 3 mil, okay, 3 mil. Yeah, that's definitely not much. But the features in the game, which is nice. If you have like excess of XP, then feel free to exchange it. Silver rewards for battle hero medals. That is when you finish the game, you've done really well, and you've received the rewards. Those medals, for each medal you get 100 gold, but I think it's capped to only the first 5. So if you have 5 or more, it only counts the 5. So you can gain extra 500 silver if you have these medals, which is in the game as well, which is very nice and very cool. Check mark. Again, I wish it wouldn't be limited to only 5. Like, come on, like, what's the most you're gonna get? 8, 9? 8, 9, 10, something like on a really good game with a super lazy team, that is possible. You know, just give them a couple of more 100 silver. It's not going to change anyone's life really, but I mean, they did it, so check mark again. Revised earnings in conquest mode. Yeah, 100% conquest. I think the ticket bleed is slower. Conquest games are much longer. Actually, the video that we just recorded on Japanese BR2, I believe. Did we play BR2? Yeah, we played this guy. The last game we had in Conquest, it was 29 minutes, but it's not the longest you can get. The enemy were taking the points, and we were falling behind, and then we were coming back. If the games are like that, if you use all of the tickets from both of the teams, the games can be really long and way over half an hour. But like before this change, even 25-minute conquest was hard to imagine, because conquest usually just ended in like 10 to 15 minutes and everyone just left because they were too short. So good job on that. Again, check mark, Tink. We have that veteran box with the old event rewards for silver. Again, we've done the video on it. We've had 2 iterations now with the veteran boxes. Sadly, right today, I believe, they are, as of today, they are gone, so I can no longer show you, but you know, my video, I'll pop it on the screen. We did have veteran boxes with a chance of getting old event rewards for silver, but like they've done a little word trickery, because it says veteran box with old event rewards for silver, which is factually correct, because in those boxes they did have the old event rewards. But people instantly think squad. There was a lot of camoed vehicles, which I don't actually think count as event, because you could just buy them with the order. A lot of weapons that are from the mini events, which is true. But I just didn't like how much silver boosters, freaking cosmetic orders, all that shenanigans was just flooded with that. So getting something, like even getting a solid gun, not even a squad, getting a solid gun from those boxes, was not a guarantee. So that was a sad side. I don't know if they're going to change them in any way in future iterations, but so far we've had 2, both very similar. Next one down here is gameplay changes to anti-personal mines. Again, I'm not entirely sure if there's more planned changes, but since it says almost complete, then I'm gonna go with it. Anti-personal mines got nerfed a little bit, I think, in terms of power and in terms of the radius. You need to come way closer to it for it to trigger. And I think it's easier triggered by explosives around it. So you can just lose your AP mine to something else, not necessarily an enemy player. So that's, again, I guess a check mark is right there. In development, with 2 stars in development, we have some new battles, a new front line, and we definitely did get a new front line in the shape of the Burma's campaign. Fair and square. It says new frontline, we have it, check mark. New battlefield. So a new battlefield in my mind is a new map or a new location within already existing campaign, which we definitely did. We managed to get the winter pass, winter whatever it's called, addition to the Bulge campaign, the very, very snowy bit of the Bulge campaign. So new battlefields, again, check. Combat events, I'm not entirely sure what combat events means, but if it's one of these 20,000 in a day, we've had plenty this year. And then we had a lot of small ones, you know, the ones that run for like 6 to 8 days and you have like 2 small main rewards or whatever. So we've had plenty of those. If that's what they mean by combat events, that we've definitely had those. UI improvements option to postpone booster activation. We don't have it. We really need it. I would really like to use the booster when I want to. War Thunder has it for experience in silver. Why can we not have it? So that is something I'll be looking forward to in 2025. Matchmaking improvements. I don't think it's mentioned here, but it's not even a point here that I am going to point out right now. Matchmaking improvements, definitely. The matchmaking is incredibly better than it has ever been. And on top of that, tier 1s can only be paired up with tier 2s. There's no longer the discrepancy where tier 1s on a bad day will reach a tier 3. So they're only going to be tier 1s and 2s playing. If you're exclusively build a lineup with tier 1s, all you're going to see is going to be 1s and 2s. So that's pretty cool. Preferred map system. We don't have it. Probably need it. I don't know how they're going to implement it into the game, because I think it's going to patch out and separate the player base a little bit, because some people are going to want to play those maps, but some people maybe want to play the others, and the preferred system doesn't want to give that map to this player. It's going to be tricky, but I hope they can find a way to implement it. Reworking rules for groups. I'm not sure if we have any rework for groups, because as far as I can see, the groups are largely the same. One massive improvement we have is the friends list now, that you can see people that are offline, you can see people that are online, you can see people that are currently in battle alone. These guys are alone in the battle, and then you can see people that are in battle and in squad. Yeah, someone's in battle and in the squad as well. So they're squadded up with someone else and they are currently in the battle. So that is, again, it's a small thing, like it's like a quality, life of quality changes, but they are like a big thing in the game. Silver bonus for using join any team. Again, we made a video on that. We do have a little tick mark, join any team, and the game is just gonna chuck you in a random nation. And you can basically not lose that mode, because if you win, you get the winning bonus. If you lose, you get the compensation for join any team, and it feels like you won anyways. So that is a good way to potentially, you know, grind some things. Actually, don't know if my face isn't. Oh, my face isn't in the way. Good. Next one is ability to invite friends to ongoing battles. I've clicked around all of the possible menus, the maps, the tools, F1 and whatever on the keyboard I could find during the battle, but there is no way to invite a friend to already ongoing battle. I guess I guess it would make sense if you have like levers or like bots in your team a lot. You can invite someone, but don't really know if that's really that needed. But you know, if there's going to be features, someone's going to use it, surely. Console, again, no idea. I have no opinion on this, but you can comment down below. Keyboard and mouse support. No idea. Improving control or aim assist. I think I've seen few patches for console regards the aim assist. If it has happened, if it's actually good or bad, I don't know. You can comment down below. Again, gameplay changes, improvements for the rider class, which I want to say that yes, because now the rider class, you know, you could almost consider playing it now, because if you check the upgrades, and you can have the third soldier, you can have an engineer, you can literally start the game on a military bike, blast down somewhere far in a corner, jump out with an engineer, build that, call in an freaking arty while you're speeding down the lane, drive up to a tank, quickly jump. You can actually shoot AT directly from while driving the military motorbike as well. So these things are, you know, a little interesting tool now. Obviously, they have their machine gun on top as well. So rider class is actually something that you get to see people from time to time actually play. And then the very bottom considered features is clans. Don't have it in the game. I mean, wouldn't hurt to have them, I guess, because people are trying to manually kind of make shift names and do it anyways. And global chat in the menu, I don't think that's needed, because what's the point? Everyone's just gonna call each other bad names and cheaters if you can chat with the enemy team. I don't think that's very much that necessary. So there's a lot that's done, small things that haven't, small things that could be very, you know, good for the community. People would really appreciate some of these small things that are still missing from this one. But overall, well done Major McDonald's, well done Darkflow, well done Enlisted. Delivered like on the majority of the promise that people expected. So very well done. Thank you so much for watching. If I have missed anything out of this, make sure you comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.